Tara here, coming to you live from my kitchen today, and I apologize for my appearance, but I've been working in the yard and now in the kitchen, and we have so much. We just moved in our house last September, and this meant that we didn't have a lot of time to do the yard work. We have a really nice fenced-in backyard, and we have all this beautiful area that just needs trimming and weeding and mowing, and not to mention getting a few things ready for my daughter's second birthday. And that means that we have a lot of preparation, and we're a couple weeks out. May 20th is the date. So my goal was to have all this ready by the time that happened, by the time her party came along. And so I need all the time because the weather has not been cooperating. I don't know about where you're at, but it definitely hasn't been cooperating here. It's been really kind of rainy off and on, and everything is just growing and multiplying, right? Even the weeds. And so I'm like, oh no, not the weeds. So I need as much time as possible leveraging that time. In fact, I encourage you when you're cooking, leverage that time that you have. If you've got kids that are in school, set some time aside in your schedule to really focus on getting your cooking knocked out, because it'll make life so much easier. And I have to tell you, there are a couple things that I did because I was all about leveraging for one, and secondly, simplifying my time. Just knowing that I wasn't going to have a lot of time this week, knowing I needed to catch up on yard stuff. So what I did was two different things. First of all, I sat down and I meal prepped according to what our time management was going to look like for the week, knowing that there were all these extra house projects. And so I decided that this was going to be a crock pot meal week, and it was also going to be a grill week. Yeah, I'm really excited. So follow me over here to my freezer, and I'm going to open this up so you can kind of just see what it looks like. And I don't know if you can or not, but I'm going to open it up. So as you can see, here's like a bunch of meat. What I'll do is I'll prep this ahead of time. Okay, what I can. Now, some of it I'm going to be cooking here on the grill. Some of it, well, I'll have my husband cook it. I'm not cooking it. My husband is grill master. If your husband is grill master, delegate that task to him. That will save you a lot of time. Secondly, what I did was I came up with two different meals. So here's my first one, which is chicken lime tacos. Now, this is something that literally only took me 5 minutes to do. You guys, it is seriously sickening simple. 5 minutes, that's it. I cannot believe how quick that was. So all I did was I just cut up about 2.5 pounds of chicken. In fact, I didn't even really have to cut it up. I just kind of threw it in the bottom of my crock pot. And then I just used just a little jar of verde salsa. This is verde salsa. And then I used just a lime, cut it in half, squeezed it, and I like to sweeten it just a little bit. So here's what I use to do that. I use stevia sweetener, and literally I just throw that along with some cumin, garlic, spices, whatever to my liking inside the crock pot. Boom, 5 minutes, baby. 8 hours in the crock pot, and it's like good as gold, man. It's like liquid gold. In fact, I took the crock pot here, see? I took it and I actually went ahead and I put it inside our dishwasher, and it's cleaning now, so that way, before I go into work later tonight, okay, and work on all these house projects too, what I did was I went ahead and I prepped my vegetables, okay? That also saves a lot of time, so that's another tip. So what I did was I sliced up, as you can see, I sliced up all of my vegetables. Oh, and there's some fruit in there too. Because, you can't have a meal without some tasty dessert or something, Because I'm all about eating healthy, but I'm all about the dessert factor. I cannot live without dessert and chocolate. Who's with me? I have got to have some. So chocolate better get in my belly, right? I'm just kidding. But anyway, and so what I'll do, I'm making a brown gravy stew. So I've got the broth, I've got the spices and everything ready to go. And all I'll need to do is just pull out my meat from the fridge. In fact, I should have showed that to you then. But see, here's my meat right here. And what I'll do, it's about 2 pounds of meat or so. I'll throw it in my crock pot along with the vegetables that I just sliced. Okay, and the vegetables seriously only took me like maybe 5 or 10 minutes. And I just sliced them while I fed my daughter. So what I did while she was in her high chair, and even if my 6-year-old were home, I would just, Whitney, you're funny, heck yes. So what I would do is just have my 1-year-old and my 6-year-old sitting there at the table eating kind of thing, right? Like, let's say that they were home from school or caregiver or, you know, whatever, right? So I would just go ahead and feed them and then just stand there and slice my vegetables. It literally took me 10 minutes to get everything ready. So by the time I throw it in, that's an additional 2 minutes. That's no more than 15 minutes. Okay, so cutting down on some serious time, you guys, right? We're all about the time management. So the cool thing is I'll be able to throw that in for like another 8 hours. And then I'll just let that cook. And then tonight when I get home from work, I'll take it out, throw it in a container, put it in my fridge, easy peasy. And then with my dessert, which I sliced up some strawberries while I did my vegetables. So with my dessert, I don't know if you can see that or not. Yeah, there you go. So what I'll do with that is I will go ahead and throw that in my Ninja here. And all I do for my dessert recipe, it's super easy, you guys. You want to know a really delicious dessert recipe? Just take maybe about 2 cups of whipping cream, throw some stevia in, and put some fresh fruit in it. And then just blend it. Actually, what you'll do before, you don't want to blend the fruit with it. I'm just kidding, you guys. You don't want to do that. But just 2 cups of like whipping cream, and you could get any brand or any kind. And then just blend it till it peaks and forms whipped cream, right? And then you just, you can put anything in it. Like you could put peanut butter powder and unsweetened cocoa and some stevia. You could do, if you like chocolate like me, but I'm making mine with fruit because I had like a whole bunch of like berries and I don't want them to go bad. So what I'll do is just slice up my berries and then throw them, once the whipping cream is done, like it's formed into whipped cream, I'll just grab a really big bowl, put the whipping cream in there, okay, as whipped cream, in the form of whipped cream. And then you want to make sure it's not too thick because then it kind of doesn't have that smooth, creamy taste. I like mine really creamy, so I recommend just until it's not liquidy, but is a good soft, creamy, smooth consistency. And then slice up some chocolate. I use like 85% or higher dark chocolate just because it's good for heart health. And it doesn't even taste that bitter in chocolate form. And what you can do to like sweeten up, because you might be like, oh, it just tastes kind of like cream. Well, what you can do to sweeten up the whipped cream is when you're blending it, put a little bit of stevia in it and to your liking and get it that like whipped cream sweet taste kind of thing. And then add your fruit and then chop up your chocolate bar, add that in, stir it up, mix, and just throw it in your fridge. It takes like all about 2, maybe 3 minutes to do. And then you have a really great recipe that is dessert worthy that your whole family will absolutely love. It's my kids, their favorite dessert. They will eat that up. They will eat second and third helpings of that if I allow them to. So here you have it. Here's at least 2 to 3 strategies and at least 2 recipes and a dessert recipe all in under half an hour for you. Okay, so and that could go for several meals. I mean, for our household, that could easily go for at least, you know, maybe 2 or 3 dinners, 2 or 3 lunches, and all of that in just half an hour time. That's pretty good time management. And then the other piece that I wanted to cover with you is the grill. So here's what I did. I actually just bought really quick. So I brought some nitrate-free hot dogs. And I also, in the freezer, bought some hamburger. Okay, I put it in the freezer because I didn't want it to go bad. What I'll do is actually, I'll probably pull it out today. And then what I'll do is I'll actually thaw it. Okay. And then from there, what I'll do is have my husband, because we talked about delegating to free up your time. So I'll have my husband, since he loves it, actually grill out for me. We just got a brand new Pit Boss grill, right? that was his birthday gift this year. And so he's really super excited to cook on it, by the way, you guys. Like, he's like, I can't wait for that 30 minutes to let everything burn off. I'm just ready to grill out right now. I love it because I love giving him something that he really enjoys, and he's kind of an outdoors guy anyway. So really excited about that. So what I'll do is I'll just take the hamburgers and the hot dogs, throw them on the grill. We'll even throw our vegetables on the grill too. And so just a little bit of like butter or coconut oil, or if you're kind of somebody that really likes to marinate things, and then just throw that in some foil, the vegetables at least, maybe not the maybe not like the meats, because you don't necessarily obviously need to do that. You can just grill those, but we'll have like kind of a smoked grill like taste because it's actually on a pit boss grill, and those take wood pellets, so we'll have this nice like wood kind of taste to it. So I'm really excited to try that out, and I'll have to let you guys know how that goes because it'll be our first time doing it. But if you throw your vegetables and some sort of foil, which is what we'll be doing, and we'll have some corn, some other things, you know, out there, but it kills two birds with one stone, because then you have your meat, you have your vegetables, and you could just throw extra vegetables in foil and do it that way along with some extra meats, and just save it, you guys. Like, throw it in the freezer, then when you need it later out in the week, just pull it out, and then you could just heat it up, warm it up, and bam, you have dinner in less than 5 minutes, literally. And then what'll happen is that you saw how I prep these vegetables here. So what you'll do is what we'll do here is, so tomorrow, since we're grilling out, we probably won't eat that brown gravy stew that I was going to make. So what we'll do is we'll save that, and then I'll have Sunday's meal already prepared and ready to go. And then all I have to do is take it out, heat up, seriously ready in 2 to 3 minutes. So, I mean, all in all, I don't even think if you add up the minutes that that's even an hour's worth. And I pretty much have over half the week of meals already prepped, cooked, ready to go. And we had like a meal or two that was already ready in our fridge. And so here's like a whole week's worth of meals all ready to go for us. And like I said, less than an hour, maybe hour and a half max. And that includes desserts. You know, we make a truffle recipe that literally takes 2 minutes that tastes delicious. We'll have different versions of whipped cream with fruit or peanut butter or chocolate. And it's all extremely healthy. It's all designed to help you count your calories to stay fit and in shape. And it's all nutrient based, right? So we get our fruit, we get our veggies intake, we get our dairy, we get our meats. And by the way, we use dairy free because we have lactose allergies in our household. So these things, you know, we really watch, right? We use unsweetened whenever possible, sweeten with stevia. And you may find that when you test out these dessert recipes especially, you may not even need a whole lot of sugar. It may even be sweet enough for you to do without it. So it's totally, I think, a matter of personal preference in my book anyway. But that's what I have for you. So the two biggest time-saving strategies: crock-pot meals. And there's all kinds online, right? You can go online. I follow a particular recipe book just because I like really watching my weight, and I like staying healthier, and you know, my children have some special needs. And so managing their diet is really crucial to their functioning and just their behavior and things like that. So we try to keep it as healthy as possible, but still not feel deprived, still feel like we're having treats and we're really enjoying foods that we love. So between the crock pot meals and the grill, great way to save on time and continue to do things that you love with your family. I hope that you found some value in this. I am so open to your feedback. Feel free to share this video if you feel like it helped you, or you know, somebody that could really benefit. Feel free to tag them in this video. In addition to that, I love getting your feedback, so feel free to post in the comments. Another thing that you can do to help me out, I am creating a VIP list as a means of staying in touch with me. I'm working on an ebook. I'm actually working on a group page right now where you can like take a look at recipes and get helpful tips and tools and strategies in your kitchen. And I totally want to share that with you. And it's just another way for us to stay connected. So if you're really wanting to continue on with this and see what I have to offer here in the kitchen every week, that's a great way to stay in touch. touch is by email. So if you click on my VIP list link, it's just an email that you're going to be receiving from me daily, just encouraging you, not just in the kitchen and everyday life, but it will also include some kitchen tips and strategies throughout the week. So we're going to focus on a bunch of different topics to give you your life back in your everyday life, right? And so your relationships, your daily tasks, your personal development, your, kitchen, even down to how I plan for something, right? And so, definitely what you'll want to do is look for my VIP list in the comments and then click on it, fill out your name, your email address, click on subscribe. And if you want to learn more about what I do business-wise, I'll include the business link as well in the comment section. So just look for that, watch the video once you click on it and follow the prompts. Anyway, it's been a real pleasure being here with you today. I really, really, really enjoyed it. And I look forward to connecting. I'll also leave my contact information if you want to be in touch with me. And then that way we can stay connected with one another. Anyway, I hope that this was helpful. Have a great rest of your day. I will be gone for the rest of the weekend. I'm focusing on my family and house projects that I have around the house. But you can feel free to reach out to me, and I will be in touch with you when I come back on Monday here live and in my office. Also, we will be doing a Facebook Live around 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Monday, so feel free to hop on and join us then. So again, Facebook Live Monday, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will see you then. Have a great weekend. Bye for now.